Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me on this video to discuss how outsourcing has helped some of my clients to grow their businesses. I hope that by watching this you will feel more confident about delegating your work to help you grow your business as well. So today I am joined by Claire Saxton, who is a social media expert and marketing consultant at Saxton Marketing. I've known Claire for I think around about 8 years now. And she outsourced the development of her website to me a few years ago. And I also know that she outsources other areas of her business as well. So thank you for joining me today, Claire.
Pleasure.
My first question to you is, what were the biggest challenges for you in your business before you decided to start outsourcing?
I think one of the biggest challenges for me and the drive towards it was just taking too much on my own shoulders. So being, starting up from nothing to working my way up, gradually you just take on everything because you can't afford to outsource. So you take on all that responsibility and then it soon becomes too much. And then for me, a lot of it was the expertise side of it. So I didn't really know what I was doing on my website. For example, I had a very basic WordPress site that I didn't know what I was doing with it, and I needed that expertise, and I was aware there was a lot of regulations coming in the background that I just thought this is just too much, and it was taking over my thought process that could have been going into other areas of the business.
Yeah, that I hear that a lot of people, it's that knowledge, because as you grow a business, you have to become everything to every area of your business, don't you? But it gets to a point where your head can't actually hold any more information, and you really do then need to work with experts, don't you?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So my second question for you, Claire, is how have you found the process of finding the support you needed and working with freelancers?
Yeah, I mean, working with freelancers is a dream really for me, in terms of a very similar model to what I'm a freelancer, so I support other people as well who outsource to me. So the process has been good. There has been a couple of times when it's been difficult. It's not everybody has contracts in place, so that can make it difficult to know what to take on board. Is it the right business to work with? And sometimes it's difficult knowing that until you really delve into that in-depth conversation with them. When I've worked with yourself, and I've got another couple of ladies I work with, it's really helped me knowing what their processes are up front and how they work. And it's important to understand that, really, because I might work one way and they might work in a completely different way. I'm open to working in different ways, but I know some people want to work certain hours, and it was having that agreement in place. So I've always sort of said it's being upfront and honest from that very starting position.
Transparency is critical, isn't it? And we don't see that all the time, do we?
No.
You and I we've been in this industry for a long time now, haven't we? And we both know the importance of that transparency, and contracts, absolutely critical contracts. So my final question to you is, what have been the benefits to you both personally and in your business from outsourcing?
Yeah, so from a personal perspective, it's really been that self-care and taking that weight off my shoulders and being able to sleep at night without panicking about something. And yeah, I still have things that keep me up sometimes, and I got to think about it, but knowing that certain things I can just go, I'm not gonna worry about that. That's something else that I outsource it for a reason. So, like with my website, you manage that for me, and it's for me, it's like when things like GDPR came along and I was concerned how that affected me, you were very good at advising on that, the cookies law, and sort of like, you read it and it's jargon to me. I don't understand it. I need an expert who can say to me, this is what it means and this is how we're going to deal with it. And I also outsource my accountancy side of things, because I know it's not a thing, but I am definitely numbers dyslexic. So numbers frighten me. I'm not very good at dealing with numbers. So when it comes to spreadsheets with my own processes, I found that quite difficult. And my accountant I work with is able to say, look, this is what we need, and we've agreed a process that works for me, that is easy to understand. And they've understood as well that I don't understand the jargon that comes with it a lot of the time. And when your profit and loss and this, because I'm a limited company, I have to do accounts every year. They've got to go off every year and be sorted. And again, that's something that is taken away. And I know they do all my tax, everything I outsource, because to me that was are stressful, and it took that stress away, and other elements as well. So I've had people support me with copywriting, and support in other areas, and it's just you feel like you're in a team, and you don't feel quite so alone. And I think that's where in business you can become, especially when you work by yourself, very isolated and very sort of, you take everything on your shoulders, and it's that side of it. But also it's helped me to grow my business, because it's meant that my head is in the right place. I've been able to give people the support they need from a marketing and social media perspective, without me in the background worrying about other elements that would have taken me away from that. But also it's helped me with my model in terms of offering other services to clients that I know I have trusted people I outsource to, that likewise can work with my clients as well. So it has, it's benefited me from that side of it as well. So I'm more productive on a work front, but I'm also, a lot of probably healthier, because I'm not as stressed.
Yeah. I hear this so much from people though, that you get to that tipping point of stress, don't you? And the loneliness that comes from being a freelancer or a sole trader or in a small business owner, where you are kind of in charge of everything, having just someone you can trust to talk to. And I know a lot of my clients, we spend a lot of time just chatting about where they're going with their business within what I'm doing. And I know we've done that when we did your website, and just having that sort of ear to hear as well is so important, isn't it?
Definitely.
Well,
It is crucial. Self-care needs to be a top priority.
absolutely. I fully support that. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today, Claire. I hope that those watching have found this interview useful and will start to consider where they can outsource in their business to, of course, get that critical time for self-care back.